Fred up against Deuce in the second one. Once again, shout out to Deuce. Fair play. Gives the rematch here. We started this game earlier. There was a disconnect. Very, very unfortunate for Fred. But Deuce, nice and wholesome as he is, giving the rematch. We are ready. Big praise to Deuce. And now let's decide this. One best of 3 for the last remaining spot.
Yeah, you know, Dust player is known for their manners. Deuce is one of us. Very
I think you can ask every Asian on NetEase that is a big fat lie.
Poor Hitman.
Poor Hitman, yeah, sure.
He tries his best, you know. He tries to keep it together. It's just the Dota player in him coming out.
Are we going to see the same strat from Fred? Are we still going to see this like strange Farseer harass into fast tier 3?
Let's
Well,
see.
it's the same base build. He can play Blade Master. I played him in a tournament the past maybe 3 months ago, and he played Blade Master in Mir, and Farseer is very, very strong in Mir as well. It's probably even weaker against Undead than I'd say it is in Orc Mir, so...
Maybe it's just what he feels most comfortable with. It's kind of the theme here in the Americas.
For sure.
Not the cookie cutter builds, not the meta builds, but whatever works for them.
And Farseer.
Oh yeah.
Yep, same spawn, same everything. Same creep route probably from Deuce. Same base build from Deuce. Same accolade from Deuce. Are the critters
So it's really a replay.
I doubt it.
Replay
What was
from?
that?
Yeah.
Is that critter too close? No, I think the critter is fine. Oh, the critter's running into the creeps! No!
Ooh.
That sucks. That really sucks for Deuce because there's 2 critters here and they both have a tendency to wander into creep camps. So you can't get skeletons early.
That hurts.
Oh, look at the critter. Oh,
Oh my
no.
god. The sheep.
The other one might be in the mercenary camp. I don't know where it is.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah, it's in the
He's out.
mercenary camp. Okay, you got it. It's so stupid. They need to fix it, but okay. It got out. And
They
it's
need
actually
to
in
do a
good
lot of
position now.
things.
This happened to Duck last time, right?
Yeah, he just left right away. Yeah.
Wait, really?
And then
Yeah.
he won, and then he won 2-1 after. I think it was versus,
Oh my God.
who was it against? KO or something?
Maybe, yeah.
Forget who it was. Maybe it was against Raven?
I'm not too sure anymore.
Or I'm pretty sure, because he went Crypt Lord and won afterwards. Okay, Farseer.
We haven't seen a single
Seen
Crypt
the
Lord
accolade.
this entire open qualifier, right?
Undeads are starting to not do it, and Deuce especially doesn't think it's good anymore. He goes Death Knight against Orc exclusively now, and a lot of the European Undeads are also starting to stop doing it.
Yeah.
Stop doing it against Orc. But in Undead Mirror, I think we see it sometimes, but I don't know. I guess it's phasing out a bit. Thank God, as a player who plays.
Especially in Mirror, man. It's just so stupid.
Yeah.
Alright, Farseer harassed. DK already down to 60%. That's not too bad.
Oh,
A player's forces are
deny on the skeleton.
Gets a couple of hits here from the skeletons. Are they about to expire? Then
Oh my god, Deuce with his skeleton control. Not letting any of this EXP really go to the Farseer. Wait, but the Farseer has 25 EXP here.
That's the accolade from earlier.
Oh, that's the Alkalite. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, 37. Getting a skelly.
Slowly but surely.
Will it be Raiders again? Better burrow placement from Fred this game. He actually, and a better shot positioning. I like his base build much more than it was in the last game. A little bit different. But will it be Bestiary? Will it be tier 3 tech? Will it be TC second? Well, that will be found out soon.
And Deuce
I think
invested
we're just
his-
going to see more of the same.
Yeah, I think so. But Deuce is not cutting all the corners. There's a narrow in his base.
Hmm.
So some resources invested into like defense.
And the second rod already purchased as well. And he only got 1 creep camp with the first rod. The rest was used for defense, the last 2 charges of it. So now he's on another 150 gold item, and he's not being allowed to creep still by this Farseer, but maybe a couple coils on that hero are going to solve. Fiend. Potential surround is 4 units here. But
The Farseer's taken too much damage, though. I don't think he should have taken... He took a lot of damage from the skeletons earlier, and then keeps taking auto attack hits from the Death Knight. So he's going to have to go home and buy some salves.
think it's still fine as long as you can heal with one heal self. And it's 400 HP, so for Farseer that's pretty easy to do.
I think it's really just the time, because it buys Deuce time to take a camp and potentially get level 2.
But again, all the skeletons have been dealt with by the wolves and the grunts. So he's feeding a little, or he's getting a little bit of experience from it, but more importantly, look at the damage on the Death Knight, and there's no corpse. He finally gets skeleton summoned, but again, he's halfway through his second rod, and he hasn't been able to finish another camp yet.
I think he's going to coil and finish this one, but maybe Fred can do something.
Oh, it's so important.
Oh, the my god! He gets it.
God,
That's a surround.
Oh!
Why did he resummon? But the snare on the skeleton! What the hell? He messed that up so bad that he didn't need to resummon the wolf. The duration was at about 30% left, so that's another 10 seconds at least. But he resummons.
Anyway,
he got so lucky that the ensnare went on that skeleton.
Worked out for him though. Only level 2. TC is coming. Does he play the TC aggressively?
Nice coil. And he has a potion. And the ensnare luckily didn't go on a fiend, it went on a skeleton again.
Healing got cancelled, so I hope the TC brought something. Yes, it did.
Tier 3 tech? It is a tier 3 tech, and Raiders on the way with ensnare. Same for Deuce, tier 3 tech, and Slaughterhouse, and the Lich. This could be a Nova. We were talking about how it's a bit weird he went Frost Armor in the last game. Maybe he'll go Nova with some pressure on this Farseer, who's already a little over half health.
Gotta be careful about every single stomp though.
There will be an ensnare on something eventually.
Is it ready?
Now
Oh,
there
it
will
just
be.
started research. Okay, the
Oh,
Fred
the trapper.
stomps are back. It's kind of a 50-50 thing right now.
There is Frost Armor, by the way, so no Nova, but he can kite successfully. Here's the Raider. No ensnare finished quite yet, 60%.
Raider taking a lot of hits from the creeps there.
Scrappy game this is.
Ensnare, 90%. The Lich going. Oh, this Lich. Oh, the ensnare's finished now.
Feels like both players are playing a little worse in the early rounds, maybe showing some nerves.
Yeah, for sure. Illusions, those are nice. Oh, this could be a surround on the Lich, but the DK here with a potion, with the coil. Full mana actually on that DK pretty much.
But Fred is doing a much better job in keeping Deuce busy in this game.
He also got level 2 much faster this game than he did last game. Last game he had to creep with the TC to get level 2.
He's out almost on par with the tech of the undead. Remarkable.
Should Deuce
Tech
just
finish
go
or both?
creep himself? Like he's trying to stop Fred from stealing some of his creeps, but should he just go maybe take a shop? He has orb now, he could maybe take his lab, but instead he's trying to stop the creeping of the orc who has raiders and stomp. He's gonna lose some fiends.
The before mentioned ensnares. Oh, waiting for the next
Wait,
stomp.
the DK!
Trying to get into the perfect position. There's no TP anymore.
the
Here comes the stomp. Indeed, the
stomp
potion
was
huge. Used before. Still gets out though.
Gotta be careful with Farseer though. Farseer
no.
getting low.
TP,
Farseer gonna die.
And the coil before. Okay.
Little sloppy. He could have gotten at least another fiend, and maybe even more out of that, but as far as a little out of position, the orb doesn't work, and now Deuce is going to get the whole mercenary camp. And his Fred's stuck in his face. He is.
Oh my god, Fred's stuck.
Oh no. Well, it's just one tree, is it? Isn't it?
It's just one tree.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal if he was already healing, because he has to wait a little bit to finish the healing, but...
He can't reach the shop. He tried to with the PC. Unfortunate.
Still, I think that last exchange was a little bit better for Fred. And as long as he gets his creeping done, I think he's still in a good position.
Chimes, the worst possible item for Deucey Woosey there. Gonna sell that right away, but his third hero, pretty costly. So, gonna use that gold towards something good. And the shop gonna be taken again by Fred. He got this in the last game, and he's gonna get it now with the headhunters, which help creep quite a bit.
This could be a major item for him. Big mana, big invulns, even scroll the beast. Greater mana. Oh boy, that's a lot of stomps.
Ocean Raider scouting the other shop. Maybe that's the next goal for Fred. Disease is not taken yet, and that could be yet another good item. You know, what's better than 1 greater mana potion? 2. I'll use more mana.
The typical happy mid game.
And here's that timing from Deuce again, going for pressure on that mercenary camp like we saw in the first game, but Fred a little bit behind in the creeping. This is the same route he did. He took the shot from the lab, then the mercenary camp, but because of the early aggression that Fred did, he's behind by 1 camp. So Deuce's timing isn't going to find a creep jack, but it may find some creep steals.
Is it the Mana Stone again? Oh, Wand of the Wind is amazing, though.
Oh my god.
Shout out to Spiral. That's how to use it.
Yep. But this time, the Farseer's level 3 before he even starts the Merc Camp. Last game, he was only level 2 when the Merc Camp was finished. But this time, Deuce is actually going to try to steal it, and Fred doesn't know. He needs to get over there. He needs to jack this. He can't let the big level 6 item go to Deuce. Go, go, go.
I don't think Deuce can win this fight. Speed scroll in.
Oh my god.
There's the Wand of the Wind. Oh, I think it was an early wand.
It's
but the
Rune
Rune
Bracers.
Bracer's on the ground. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Get it.
Farseer,
Get it.
somehow. Oh no,
Oh, he's
Wand of
still
the Wind
at it.
again.
TC.
Picks it now.
TC. Level 3.
Oh, now he wishes he had an Invul Potion. Coil Nova, Avada Kedavra. And that's it. Well, isn't it? Deuce is losing a lot of supply here, even though he got the kill.
Yeah, there's still a hungry Kodo too, and 2 Fiends taking a lot of damage. The TC goes down at level 3, which is very, very unfortunate, but the Kodo, gonna get neat.
Kodo's just going to die, though.
Yeah.
Mouth too full. Oh, Fred. Are you overextending here without the TC?
No coils left.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no coils left.
So much damage from this Lich. Dark Range is getting some skeletons. Yeah, it's a 1-for-1 trade, isn't it?
More deaths.
1 coil now. Will the coil be used on the last Fiend, or will he save it for a potential hero kill? I think it's smarter to save it for the Lich, who is now almost semi-surrounded. 1 more dust for that Fiend that burrowed, but this may be time for Deuce to get out. If he's out of coils, is there a Raider coming in? Not quite yet. Deuce wins the fight.
TC's 50% of the way back.
Oh, what is this game already? Absolute
It's
slobber
chaos.
knocker here. It is chaos once again.
There's no coils. This Fiend's going to go down here.
And this is what I mentioned in the first attempt. Like, if there's no destroyers, these wolves are eating fiends like it's nothing. All you can eat buffet. Let's go.
Wolves are hungry. All right, there's another
Raider.
Raider, so go for the last Crypt Fiends.
Oh, the
Go
Fiend
for the
came in a little
statue?
too late. It's gonna force
Surrounds.
the TP, maybe?
Almost.
PC should be back soon. It's almost back.
There's almost another coil, and he also has a replenishment potion. If he just pops the replenishment potion, I think this is okay for Deuce.
Yeah, with the statue too, he's gonna have a lot of mana soon, and almost level 4. And level 3 Dark Ranger too.
The balls on Fred, though. Just taking this fight without his most important hero. Who's
He
back.
really needs to buy an Invul.
Yeah.
Okay, Disease Cloud coming for an abomination that isn't existing yet, but he will be getting one. He's at 44 supply. Can slip 1 in, and maybe a destroyer with that extra 2 supply for those wolves you're dealing with that were so effective. There's the Embalm, there's the heal scroll. And he's still got that big mana potion, didn't use it before the TC died, but the red camp gonna go to Deuce, and we saw his auras earlier. Will he get them again?
We've seen a sick overextension with the TC here before.
Yep. Medallion of Courage.
The shop's still available, actually, with all that fighting for so long, the shop, and the greater heal, and that is an important item.
What a good item for Fred. And if he just goes to the right side of the map and he just creeps the red, I actually think Fred's in a good position here. Oh, no, he looks like he wants to be aggressive, and the Lich is out of position. Oh,
And
wait,
so-
he didn't go for the Lich?
And say on the statue, yeah, don't really get that. Skeletons in to block. Fred seems to be a little overwhelmed with the position. Invul Potion, Stomp on pretty much everything. Chain Lightning to follow that up. Speed Scroll to chase, maybe. He wants to reach these statues to get rid of the regen. DK out of position. Can he get him, though? He's super
It's going
tanky.
to be a TP.
Is there death
Stomp.
pack?
Oh, silence, really good.
No death pack for Deuce. If there's a stomp, he's got to be very, very careful.
Dude, that silence saved the DK and probably saved his tournament life. Oh, here I am.
Fiend is saved by a last-second coil. The Death Knight's still risky business here. There's a big heal, which is used out of items.
TC has to be careful.
Oh, both heroes have to be careful a little bit, but I think the TC's dead. There's no items.
TC's gonna go down first.
Oh, no. Sick overcommitment. He just saw the DK. Nothing else anymore. Not even the big fat abomination that walked through his entire army like it's a maze. And this is Deuce's game now.
Yeah, I think that was the fight that kind of turned everything around. It looked like Fred was in a good position, really good items, decent hero levels. But now it's difficult.
Yeah, he had the items. He just needed to wait for a good fight. The red camp was already taken for Deuce. If you said, like you said, he went to the bottom of the map and just started creeping there, waiting for a nicely positioned fight with those headhunters and that inbound big heal pod, heal scroll. He could have won the fight in a better position, but he got a bit, hungrier.
Overzealous, I think, there.
Yeah.
A player's forces are under
Still very impressive. Like, this is crazy that Fred is at this level right now. Playing really well.
How to close it out, though? The answer must be TC focus, but he had so many consumables already. Yeah. And now he has nothing. And this Farseer...
Now he gives up the red camp to Deuce. There's no way he can contest it. The Expo's going to go up for free. I just don't see very much that Fred can do anymore because the TC's just going to die over and over again.
Yeah, two big objectives now.
Lich is a beast again. We were talking about it the first game when they had to regame, but again it's the same damage Lich, 22. Run by at the expansion. Does he have a TP? He could cancel this TP out, maybe go creep the remainder of the camps on his side. Oh, he doesn't have a TP though, so this is it. Gotta win the fight. Shockwave helping.
Red spot. Oh, yeah, the Overlord still in there. Okay, Fred. You gotta do it now or never.
Not a bad stomp. Oh. Chomps the Pudge.
Will he get out? Oh, maybe going too far. Maybe he should have just taken a Fiend there instead. That was easier to eat. The Ogre Lord's still running in. There's one more big stomp. The Raiders take a lot of damage. He'll still to counter all that disease cloud, but this will look too good for Fred. The GG's called.
And Deuce gets the regame on Last Refuge after the disconnect in the first attempt. That was a good attempt by Fred, but did we really see the reason for the tier 3, I wonder? I'm not too sure if that's the best build here.
Yeah, I don't think that's the optimal way to play against Undead. With the Tiny, I think it would make sense with like a 40 supply expansion. If you get level 3 Farseer, you can really hold a pre-destroyer timing on that early expansion. So I think that'd be a good call if he gets level 3 Farseer early, but with this really just late game 1 base versus 1 base, it's not. Like Farseer, that's not his strength. His strength is securing early advantages, getting early expansions, and he's not really playing to those strengths.
Well, he did get an early advantage. I feel like he was in a really good position for a while. I think he just had that one misplay where he fought in that choke. The DK got out. I mean, it just slipped out. It was possible that he could have forced the TP there, so that wasn't bad. The Lich was out of position for a second because Deuce didn't expect him to be there. Honestly, it really just came down to that one fight.
Absolutely, yeah.
A crazy one for sure. But it's not all over for Fred. We go to his losers map. That's Amazonia. Can he close this out 2-0? Or will be forced into game 3? Forced into game 3, that sounds bad. Will we have the joy of a game 3? That sounds a lot better.
Amazonia
That sounds better.
Is a very weird losers map, especially like with Criplord. If you're against the Criplord, it's good because Criplord expansion is very difficult in Amazonia. But if you're against a player playing Death Knight, this is arguably the best map for Death Knight against Orc. It's hard in the mid game once you have Frost Armor, once you have Orb, to get any creeps, and those very important Mercenary Camp expansion creeps with the consumables. If you get bullied out of those, the game's just over because there's nothing else you can creep safely. You can't take the red camp safely. So this is a very good Death Knight map. So surprised this is Fred's losers, but we'll see. With the Farseer, you can get the early level too, so maybe that helps.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not really sure his thinking here. Maybe he's just just more comfortable. Sometimes it's not about what's the best map. Sometimes it's about which one you're the most comfortable
Absolutely
on.
true. Yeah, and then with the Farseer, I think it's totally fine on this map. With the Lightning Shield creep, the Farseer, pretty good.
All right, then. We're here. Match points for Deuce. He wasn't the qualifier last time, right? The close one? And then didn't make it?
Yes, I believe
I think so too. I'm not too sure anymore. There's so many players, so many games.
Yeah.
All right. Fred in the upper right could be the second South American to make it after Phil Boys. But
Where's
Deuce
Barrett?
looked a little better, gotta say, in map 1.
Yeah.
Maybe he can fix his build. Maybe he's not as nervous anymore. Thank you, Seplol, for the sub. And no cancer, please, for the sub as well.
Okay,
I'm
no
still very
barracks.
impressed by Fred in general. I think it feels like he's better than the last time I've seen him. Like maybe he's practicing, doing a lot of custom games with other South American players, and that's what's
definitely.
happening.
Yeah, he's playing pretty solid. He's got his own style, which is always cool to see. Not the most standard, so it's always hard to judge exactly how good someone's playing, but you can judge him based off the results, making it here, taking Deuce into a really close game, and now doing something weird again. Is this straight tech mass Wyvern? Would love to see it. Not the greatest map for it, but if you talk about being bullied out of creep camps, the Wyvern can creep very fast, and it's hard to bully someone who's creeping so fast with mass Wyverns out of creeps. So maybe a decent strat, but very unorthodox on Amazonia.
Deuce knows what's up.
Yep, fastest tech in the game. No barracks, Alta, Burrow, tech.
Yeah, and he also did, this is so weird. He did a 16 supply tech. So normally when you do this fast tech, you're waiting for your 7th lumber peon. Your 17 out of 20 supply lumber peon comes out when you already have the lumber to tech. You're still building it. So he teched even faster without that 17 supply peon. Very, very strange. This is a very fast tech, but he's going to be short on lumber.
So my first time playing ORC recently, I did this too. I was like, oh, this seems like the right time to tech. And then Cruncher's like, no, you needed to wait for one more peon.
Yeah,
like,
you
oh.
end up with like 220, so like 30 more lumber than you need by the time your peon comes out. So it's a little inefficient, but you can sometimes build your second burrow before you tech so that it doesn't get canceled potentially.
Good usage of coil once again, making sure he gets the kill. Maybe Fred was banking on the fact that Deuce is going for the lab, kind of easily doable with Lightning Shield.
Yeah, pretty smart from Deuce to hold off on doing that. And you can do it at any time. You can do it with the 3 ghouls and a couple of skeletons in the future while harassing a lot of stuff. And the Acolyte, definitely don't want to lose an Acolyte to just a Farseer.
Pretty impossible though, especially once the Narup is up.
A player's forces
Yeah, with a
are
couple
under
of coils in the tank as well.
Yeah, it really shows that Fred's gonna get lumber problems. He's like 3/4 through the tech and he's at 80 lumber.
Yeah, getting a war mill to help that. He can get a shredder if he creeps it out, but do you want a shredder on one base as Orc? I don't think so.
I think I've never seen a shredder with orc is so rare. I don't want to say never.
It's common, but that's about it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Just getting all the creeps here. He did get 3 skeletons Fred so far. That's been the total of his experience. Will he get any more last hits?
Ooh, there we go.
One. Nicely done.
2 more skeletons about to drop, but how long can this Farseer stay? Not much longer, I guess.
Another skelly. Wolf still there, but a coil to secure it. Nicely done from Deuce. Gonna get that level 2 in no time. Tier 2 done. Shadow Hunter.
Ooh.
And this
Ooh,
does
denies
normally
the wolf.
indicate Wyvern. Does he deny it? Nice. Okay, is he building a peon? He's not building another peon. Is he building a bestiary? He doesn't have the wood for it. Now he does. You see just how much this affects it. There's the bestiary, but that's all the wood gone.
Yeah, usually don't you want Wyvern in masses with like double beast?
Absolutely, yeah, and even with that, your economy kind of is hurt a little bit, so.
104 EXP on the Farseer, almost purely from skeletons.
Yeah, and one last hit and all skeletons. So there's another one.
Another one.
Yeah,
We
that's
should have it
5
up on the
charges.
screen, like the skeleton count. He's killed like 5 or 6. Is it 5?
I think it's
6?
only one Murloc, right? And then the rest is just skeleton experience.
6 would be 72 experience.
I think it's
How
even
much
more.
was the Murloc experience? It feels like it's been a lot of skeletons he's gotten.
20 something, maybe 20, 24. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, the Fiend. Are you going to blow a TP? You're probably not going to save it if you do, so that's a nice pick off. I don't think Deuce expecting the Shadow Hunter this early.
Kind of rare to see these days. Like sometimes it's a pocket strat by someone like Focus, but
Yeah,
how often do you see an
that.
aggressive Shadowhunter paired with a Farseer?
Well, this is maybe why he picked Amazonia. This is his pocket strat. He might have been practicing this. This could be prepared.
Wyvern is coming.
Oh, yeah, so I think this is a clear mistake to not get that 17 supply peon, because now he's really short, and he could have 4 Wyverns probably by the time he has 2 in this case.
How lumber heavy are Wyvern?
60 lumber each.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Pretty sure 40 or 60. I think 60. Someone will correct me. Someone always corrects me.
A player's
I like to get corrected by chat. You know, you're learning all the time because there's like 875 people right now sitting here and listening to us and feeding us information, you know?
Depends on how they say it, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's exactly.
That's a big difference. Tone makes the music. Anyway, we have another Hex attempt, and this time with a Wyvern.
Deuce is keeping his Fiends in his base and just trying to creep with only the heroes that probably aren't at risk of going down to only 2 level 1 heroes, or level 2 and level 1, but at least he does have coils. The Wyverns are being scouted, the web is being researched, and there isn't a critical mass just yet. You need about 5 or 6 and a speed scroll, I'd say, but he's actually going into Raiders, getting Ensnare after the 3rd Wyvern.
The town is under siege.
Yeah, I wonder what's next. Okay, he's switching up already. He's going for Ensnare.
That's
So it's
weird.
Not the craziest command. I think it's okay. You can still power level like crazy with the Wyvern. Question is, will Deuce leave him alone?
And he already
Maybe
got
it's one of those
Fiend.
mind game things. He's like, I'm going 2 Wyvern or 3 Wyvern, and then I'm completely switching into Raiders, and I don't know.
You can keep map control. Wyvern can't always retain map control. They just creep really fast, so you're moving very quickly around the map. But with Raiders and the focus fire of Wyvern and Hex, you can sort of keep map control and bully the undead out of camps. Whereas normally as the Orc player in this situation, you'd be the one getting bullied by this Frost Armor already.
Well, he's taking this camp away from Deuce on this side of the map. Although, is it better to just bully and not let the undead creep, or is it better to take his creeps?
Arguable, yeah. With the Torn Chieftain, probably better to take his creeps. But with the Shadow Hunter, you know, worse scaling, maybe arguably compared to the Lich. But the heal's going to help, and the creeping's going to be faster than Deuce. So maybe if they're just in a creep race, Fred can end up at the top of the map after taking both of these camps at the bottom, but he's already running up to intercept Deuce, it looks like. More
This is
Wyvern, too. He
weird.
just got
Exactly. He built 2
Yeah.
more Wyvern, now goes into Raiders. He got the Scroll of the Beast, though, from that camp. The damage of the Wyvern are going to be super explosive.
Here it is.
Speed scroll. Speed
Okay.
scroll. Speed
He needs to
scroll before you
pop
get
the
web.
scroll.
Uh-oh. Web. So much web. Okay, here's the scroll. Gets 1 Fiend, but that's not enough. He needs more.
He needs to kill all of them. Nice hex. He should have hexed. Maybe waited for 2 hexes before engaging and then speed scroll in, so there's not a lot of webs. But now we see the Wyvern is slowly falling. And the kiting can do is pretty good. 2 Wyvern for 2 Fiends, though. Not bad trades for Fred, although there's a 3rd going down. The Raider comes in, and that's in snare. But there is 2 coils left as well for Deuce.
Oh, the chain lightning just a tiny bit too late. The Ensnares are coming in. The Wolves should be better now.
3 for 4.
I think this is too late. Fred is falling apart a little. The supply is lying a little, I feel. So many Wyvern dead. Lich in trouble. Lich in trouble. Oh, Invo.
Okay, that's the 5th Wyvern for 3 Fiends so far, and he's going to TP out. Is he going to lose the 4th Fiend? This would be a decent trade. Okay, 5 Wyvern. 5 Wyvern for 4 Fiends. Not terrible for Fred, and he can transition into a different army now, which will be Raiders.
Both lost their entire army.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
But as you go into the late game, you know, what do you want to have left over? I feel like losing all the Wyverns is slightly worse.
Yeah,
Maybe
especially
Deuce
with
is in a
decreasing
slightly better position.
speed. Yeah, because you still have Orb to creep as the undead here, whereas Raiders, not the best for creeping.
Yeah, they don't creep very fast.
And
Creep buildings.
like if you have a
Maybe
lot
he
of,
can get this jack though. If he gets a creep jack, oh no, he's not looking for it though.
even if he gets it, where's the damage?
Oh,
Wolves,
more
I
Wyverns.
guess.
There's the damage. He's building 2 more Wyverns.
What is this? Is he just like flipping a coin before he builds units now?
Which one do I want?
Two-face spread. Yeah, I thought he could commit to Raiders on probably any other map to go for base race and stuff, but on AZ it's so easy to scout and punish.
He should get reinforced defenses, especially with this amount of Raiders. It will be hit and run. I don't think he can win a fight like we were talking about. Okay, there's the insert. Is he just diving in? This is not a fight Fred can win, I believe.
Wyvern are coming in. How good are the hexes? How good are the heal waves? Mana is kind of limited. There's a mana potion this time though. He doesn't bite on the TC, but on the Shadowhunter for sure.
Oh my god.
Needs more wolves.
I think he's doing it. Okay, the ghoul's coming in, but the statue's gone down. The Wyvern being killed, but you know, that's alright as long as you get in this statue, you get in these fiends. Okay, the ghouls are
The
helping
frost
quite a
armor is
bit,
just
though.
so good against the Raiders. The DPS is already so low, and then you frost armor. I feel like they can't really kill anything. There's no DPS here.
Oh, you misclicked the ensnare on the skeleton by accident. Maybe gonna get this fiend. 1 more coil still for Deuce. So really good mana usage.
Deuce has no TP. He can't get out even if he wants to. Shadowhunter surrounded. A little bit of a Hail Mary play. There's no... Oh, there's 1 more heal wave for him. And a TP out now. Will he get the fiend last second? Yep.
Seems like it's kind of just going better for Deuce. This army just doesn't seem like a very good fighting army against what the undead has to offer. Now you flip the coin, and it's going to be Kodo Beasts.
Okay. bet Rider next, or?
Yeah. Liquid Fire, go tier 3, get it. 1 on the gold mine.
A player's forces are under attack.
Still creep camps at the top, though. The lab hasn't been taken for Fred yet.
What can he do from this situation? Like, the heroes don't get much better. He's definitely lacking tier 3. Doesn't have the best disable. Only Hex. Oh, we get Frenzy now against the Raiders. I like that.
Yeah, and good for a defense if there is a sort of hit and run with the Raider style. You pull the 3 ghouls, and they're very, very strong against the Raiders. Oh, Shadowhunter. There is Coil Nova. You got to be careful.
It's so weird to go for Kodos with this army unless he's trying to come in and snare, eat, and then like
Speed scroll out, maybe.
speed scroll out and try to do that. It's like a very cheesy comp right now.
But he only has 1 speed scroll. Doesn't he need like 2? One to get in, one to get out.
2 or a TP, but oh, Deuce. Getting caught out a little bit. Speed scroll in. Maybe a TP's gonna happen, and he's gonna eat 1 fiend. He's gonna eat 2 fiends. Eat it!
No!
Oh, that's a nice play from Fred.
Oh my god. Oh wait,
Pit Lord!
Pit Lord?
What? And snare, and is he dead?
I think he just surrounds and kills it right now.
Oh, Frost
the Raiders
almost
are kind
coming?
of far in the back. Okay.
No,
gets
just
another
back out.
ensnare. Yeah. Yeah, take your 2 fiends and get out of here. You don't got a speed scroll.
No.
Oh, I think they're gonna get caught out now.
He overstayed his
Snare
welcome.
Yeah, get those Kodos out. Lose a couple Raiders, but get the Kodos out. A 3rd Kodo.
Yeah, no speed scroll,
yeah.
man. That's the problem. Exactly,
Pit Lord
that
bait.
is the problem.
Get out! All of his units are blocking each other. He can't
There's
get
no-
out.
He's so
Kodos
slow.
can never get out. Yeah.
Oh no. Well, that one's low. Oh, he just taps out.
Oh man, poor Freddy.
Nice try by Fred.
Yeah. Man, second last round. Hopefully he's gonna try again in winter, but until then, Deuce is qualified for the close qualifier. That,
Congrats to him. Very well played.
yeah, super well played indeed. Well deserved. Even though I hold a little bit of a grudge that he eliminated my new favorite player in Pokey. But, you know, can't have it all. That was a hell of a qualifier, guys.
That was pretty cool, man. I mean, a lot of players that we don't know, even being in the NA scene, a lot of the players we didn't know and hadn't seen in a long time, if that. Those are nice games. Really nice games today. Very entertaining.
I'm even
Yeah, and
sweating.
the coolest story of the day with Phil Boys.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a lot of cool stories, right? We had the Pokey story, we had the Fred story, we had the Phil Boys story. Yeah, cool stuff.
So many good writers in the American scene. All right, that's all 3 qualifiers finished. So let's take a look who's in here. For Asia, we got these guys right here. From the summer season, the guys who didn't make it into the playoffs. Chemico, Fortitude, Linguagua, Soin, Michael, Pink, Colorful, and Yange. From the qualifiers, we got 15 Sway, Thunder, Yumiko. So pretty strong human alliance here. Xiaokai, Alice, Sini, Joshishi, and Angshi. So typical China, Korea. Lots of humans, lots of night elves.
Very typical.
Okay, for Europe, we tweeted it out earlier, but not all of them. All of our fans got Twitter, so get Twitter. Restream, here we go. The Muslim Maru, not the biggest human alliance here, but we also have Hawk and Blade and Thorzane already qualified for the main event, so that's why. Cash, Spiral, Bizarre, or Razorman, lots of orcs, and of course lots of undeads, Warcraft, Side, Anti-Terror, Shake, Neutron, Sonic, Star-Shaped, and Please. That's a damn good lineup for Europe once again, and not entirely filled out for the Americas as there's still stream delay, but HTRT, Say So, Duck, Arc, Saron, Lado, Deuce, and Phil Boys.
Wow. This is exciting. Very nice.
It's gonna happen next week, guys. Saturday and Sunday. The times are a little bit different than they were this week, but it will be up on our homepage. It will be up on the ESL homepage, and it will be all over social media, so don't miss that. Carson, thanks for being with me the entire weekend. If people can't get enough of you, where can people find your wonderful, wonderful, wonderful content?
Oh, yeah. You can find me at twitch.tv/Carson with 3 N's. That's CARSONNN. I'm going to stream tonight, I think. I'm going to play some ladder if I don't get too tilted in my warm-up games. And twitter.com, Carson with 3 N's with a C at the tail end. You can find all the links on the Twitch. Just follow me on Twitch. Go to the description. You can find everything. My YouTube's there. My Twitter's there. Everything's there. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful. SoulGlider, you've been with us on this wonderful Saturday. Where can people find you and the absolutely awesome Washed Up League?
So Washed Up League, we stream on So Sorry Man's channel. That's twitch.tv/SoSorryMan. And then I'm often streaming on just my channel /SoulGlider. So you can find me there. And I post a lot on Twitter. So SoulGlider42 is my Twitter handle. And you can follow me for some cool updates about what's going on with Washed Up or anything else that I'm involved in. Just check it out. Definitely follow Carson tonight. That's cool. If anybody wants to check out some cool games, you guys should watch him after this.
All right, these guys definitely deserves all the follows and all the love. Show them some love in chat. I'm so happy that I don't have to do this alone, but can share the joy of the American qualifiers here. The open qualifiers were amazing. Next week, close qualifier, and then we go into the fall main event. Have some fun, follow a lot of people, support the Warcraft scene, and be nice to each other. See you tomorrow for WCG.